that him and Lil Durk did not kill King Von. I don't know too much of what's going on, but I want to find out just as much as you guys want to do. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to see more of me. Let's react.
Slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous_. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest tea there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now I'm sure y'all been seeing lately as the OTF trial is nearing, there's been a bunch of talks about King Von starting to resurface, where people are either talking about how he passed away and suddenly believing that it was an
Bro, King Von done passed away 6 years ago and people is still talking about him, bro. Everything that he done did, everything that he done been associated with is still coming up. Like, this is wild, bro. Honestly. I don't know if it had to do with Lil Durk being locked up or what, but it's like, this jank is more deeper than what we thought it was, bro. For real.
inside job. Down to now, it's being said that OTF Vonnie have officially came out and admitted to probably cooperating against Durk, but he shot down the claims of them allegedly having King Von set up to lose his life. Now everyone keeps asking why we haven't been covering it, because y'all been sending the videos and asking us what we think about it, but here's the
Bro, Vonnie just snitching, bro. Y'all need to get him up out of here, bro. For real. He telling everything, bro. For real. I mean, this is not bad, but bro, he's cooperating against Durk. Like, if they bring him on stand to cooperate against Durk, I ain't gonna lie, he's snitching, bro. Lil Durk is definitely like staying locked up. Cause he coming out on the internet, bro. They ain't even start offering time to people yet. This shit didn't even go to trial yet, and he's already snitching. And I'm pretty sure I done heard that he was stealing from King Von when King Von made him his manager or whatever. Stealing money from King Von, you popping up with this much money. So I ain't gonna lie, if he gonna steal from someone, I'm pretty sure he's gonna snitch on someone too, bro. He's selfish, bro. For real.
thing, y'all. For one, most of the stuff that these guys are just now finding out when it comes to King Von's passing have already been said years ago. A lot of these guys are playing catch up to things that if you've been on this platform long enough, you already know. Not to mention it was a time where if you said anything such as Von being backdoored or set up by his own people, everyone either called you crazy or a conspiracy theorist. However, as time progressed, because as we know, the only thing that separates a conspiracy from the truth is time. We have been finding out information that we didn't know when everything initially happened, such as allegedly, now people are saying that Quando, Rondo, and Little Tim was at the album listening party before the hookah lounge even came into the picture, which to this day,
yeah, cause they was saying that they think Von was set up because Quando and Lil Tim was already outside before Von even came outside to put the beats on Quando. So it's like, you know, out of all the little hookah lounges, they inside some private little small hookah lounge happily where King Von was at. You get what I'm saying? So that's why people thought that King Von was set up. I feel like it was just a coincidence. Like, they just happened to show up to the same hookah lounge. But I don't know, bro. Setting up is kind of crazy, especially how tight King Von and Lil Durk was. But I don't know. It's just a lot going on right now. Let's keep watching, y'all.
It doesn't make sense, because how in the world were they able to even be in there and nobody seen them? Think about it. If they was in there, why didn't everything just pop off there? Why is it that they were able to be at the album release party peacefully and none of the friends alerted Von, but somehow they just wanted to notify Von that Quando and them was at the hookah lounge instead? Not to mention, how did Quando and them even know to go to that specific hookah lounge as well?
It's just a coincidence. But also at the same time, that goes to show you like his people, cause it's like, damn, like y'all really be outside, so y'all ain't really paying attention on who really coming in and coming out. Not saying y'all security or not, but it's like y'all with a high value rapper, bro. Y'all know what Von is into. So you telling me that ain't none of y'all done been outside to check to see who was out there. Y'all all was just having fun and won't pay no mind. I mean, yeah, that could make sense too, but I don't know, bro. That's low key kind of crazy on how Von got killed though, for real. Cause it seemed like Von was the only one who spotted Quando before anyone else did.
And why they never went inside of the hookah lounge, and why the security claimed that it looked like they were waiting for something to happen, because it looked like they were setting up when they got there. Why is all this information being overlooked? Now, shout out to people such as Gyla, of course, Caster Dawn, Janaya, of course, and a few others that when this situation first happened, they too was going to lengths to reveal that something just wasn't right. We ain't know, but we did know enough to know that something was fishy due to the information that was put out there in the video as well. Now, it just came out that allegedly, and I'm gonna make sure I say allegedly because we don't know how true it is, especially given the source it came from. But allegedly, OTF Vonnie, who was accused of cooperating at the OTF trial, has phoned home, contacted a certain blogger to clear the air about everything that's been going on. According to the blogger, Vonnie never cleared up whether he told her, which is pretty much an indication within itself. However, he did clear up a few other rumors that's been circulating about his name that we're going to get into. To make it easier for y'all to understand, we're going to break it into parts and get into it that way. So before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hype the video so we can get into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Hold up, y'all. There's no way you're watching this video for free right now, where you could be getting paid literally. Now first, let's start off with the stolen money incident involving OTF Vonnie. If y'all remember, a few years ago, it was a big thing when King Von's family would go off on social media accusing OTF Vonnie of stealing a bunch of money from King Von's Chase account not too long after he passed away. First, King Von's cousin Balo and his sister Kay would do an interview exposing that Vonnie took Von's money, and then he did another one with Cam Capone where he basically said,
that's like some snake shit, bro. I don't know. I don't know, Dirk. It seems like you friending the wrong people, cause it's like y'all got someone taken from y'all that y'all putting in y'all putting something inside their pockets. That's weird, bro. And you gotta be tight to be inside OTF. I know y'all ain't just letting nobody in, but the fact that y'all have two rats that's ratting on y'all, that goes to show you that y'all ain't really close with these people for real, bro. Y'all got so much homeboys, so much friends inside that label to the point where it's like y'all probably shocked and surprised that these dudes even moving this type of way. But y'all should have already knew. Y'all got too much people around y'all circle, bro. For real. I don't know how much, bro. It's about, I don't know. It's some people that I don't even know that's inside OTF. Like, I just found out that Duty Low, I don't know if I said that right. I just found out he was an OTF, but it seemed like Duty Low is kind of like, you know, he kind of solid. I hope. Because the type of stuff that y'all do and y'all be around these type of people, bro, yeah, y'all got too much power inside these dudes' hands, bro. For real. Because it don't make no sense on how y'all got about 2 people that are testifying against Durk. That's crazy. And these dudes walk around with OTF in their name.
Said the same thing.
So why you feel like he would want to steal Von music? He was like Von manager or something? Like what you, or he had like power attorney or something? How he was coming?
He was, what's it called? Authorized user on a lot of stuff.
Like a power of attorney.
A lot of accounts. Like basically anything Von, they ain't putting his name, he put in there for him. Because Von trusted him.
Bro, go get an actual manager. You rich, bro. I don't know why you got some random hood street dude managing your money in the first place. Like, you are, like, bro, them dudes ain't got shit. Of course he gonna go and take, bro. Them dudes selfish for real, bro. Oh, this King Von dead. Of course he ain't gonna be messing with his money. Let me go ahead and use that. He don't need that no more. His family? You ain't think about his family, none of that. You just took all the money for yourself, bro. Like, that shit crazy.
So you...
Now it was like, when Von died, you was authorized user on anything. You can access anything.
That's crazy.
Because you was an authorized user.
Like...
Damn.
Why is his, like I said on the thing before, why is his safety deposit box cleared out in December of 2020? He died in November.
Oh, y'all know that based on like receipts, like motherfuckers had to sign in and shit like at a certain date.
It was a piece of mail that came to the house. I seen it personally from Chase. That's what I said in the on the live.
Now, Balo didn't go off as he did when he was on his live or in the other interview, But here's a few posts from Twitter when him and Von's sister was calling out Vonnie for stealing and Von's other sister Kayla B for stealing as well. The tweet will read, quote, "Anybody want to clear up this $200,000 Vonnie stole from Davon and clear this safety deposit box from Chase?" Then Von's other sister Kay would accuse his other sister Kayla B of also trying to steal money from Von, as she would state, quote, "Okay, let's talk about how she really came over looking for $75,000 and a family member overheard her saying it." There's more tweets, but basically that's where everything stemmed from. So according to the blogger who stated that Vonnie contacted him to clear the air, he claims that Vonnie told him that he never stole anything from Von. Being that basically everything was in his name, he was the only one that was verified to access Von's accounts. Not even his mother, sister, nobody would be able to without Vonnie's permission, so he went, got the money out, and gave it to Von's family. Now that sounds about right, sounds good, because he does have a point. If someone's name is on an account, they would be the only ones with permission to deposit or withdraw from it and no one else. But if he did in fact give it to the family, then who did he give it to? And if he did in fact give it to the family, then why is that same family exposing him for stealing?
That's why I'm saying. So it's like, if you feel like he was doing a good thing, why y'all put him on blast, bro? At first, I'm thinking that Vonnie was taking the money for himself, but that's not the case. They saying that his sister was stealing from him too, but if he was the only person with access to the account, the sum ain't adding up. It seemed like that Von had someone else who had access to his account. Cause it don't make sense. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Hush money type shit. You get what I'm saying? Even though he's stealing from Von, which is messed up, but he dead. So it ain't really like he can really use that money. It's grind. It sounds messed up, but as it sounds like it is, I ain't gonna lie, bro, he can't use that money. But that's crazy though.
Stealing the money. If he did the right thing with the money, Baylor would have never revealed that Vonnie stole anything, because it wouldn't be considered stealing if he gave the money to the family, right? But clearly he didn't, because that same family have came out and stated that he didn't. So who's lying? And in this case, King Von's father isn't here neither. So it'll only make sense for the person who will receive Von's money to be his mother, right? Well, Baylor was very close with Von's mother, and I'm sure if the right thing was done, he would know. If she received anything, he would know. So he wouldn't have even exposed that during any interviews or lives. Therefore, I think him claiming he got the money out and gave it to the right people is lies. And if he did so, who was it given to? So now that we got that out the way, let's get into another situation he called himself clearing up, which is allegedly having King Von set up in Unalived, where Vonnie claims he never partook in that. He also claims that the statements his father had been putting out there as far as going with Vonnie to meet Little Tim is false, and says that he believes his father is on drugs and just saying anything. Now before we proceed, according to the blogger, Vonnie did mention that the text messages that was released by Vonnie's father basically confirmed he was going to take a plea, and everything else was true and not made up. However, accusing him of going to see Little Tim, handing him a bag of money, and having that conversation with Durk after was allegedly all false. Now let's point out a few things. For one, I've personally spoken to brother Hassan, aka Craig, aka OTF Vonnie's father. We've had very long conversations about a lot of things, some in which I'm not going to disclose unless I got his permission to do so, but I'm sure in due time he probably would himself. However, I stay out of it because it's his story to tell, and any audio or messages that we have released of him, he was notified prior and asked if it was okay. But here's what I will say. Someone is not just going to make up a specific story like that.
I don't know. I feel like more and more, it sounds like more of a setup, because if you think about it, they said Von's last words was, "Y'all done let them boys get me." So this is the thing, like, if Von going out the hookah lounge and he with his boys, like, I don't know why he dolo. I don't know if his boys done stayed in the hookah lounge or what, but he was the only person who spotted Quando Rondo and he started putting the beats. So, you know, Von probably, Von people ain't slow. They probably know that Quando got some people. So it's like, why they not backing him up? It can't be on no, oh yeah, I think he got this. Nah, like, y'all don't know. Y'all done let it to a point where Lil Tim came out and he done bust that Von. I don't think anybody had bust back at Lil Tim, but I think I heard that someone did, but they ain't do much for real. And that's why probably Von was mad, because ain't none of his people do nothing. I don't know. That song sound kind of fishy, y'all. Y'all keep watching.
Implement themselves in basically the crime as well, and possibly put themselves in legal issues just to be lying. His story never changed. He speaks verbatim, and he can give you detail for detail. Now, he does claim the day he went to go see Little Tim with Vonnie, he was being chased by police on a dirt bike, and also stated that if we could somehow figure out a way to get police radio audio and can get it to prove that it did in fact happen, then that will also be enough proof to show that he was there, because that'll be something that only they will know. Now, let's use common sense here as well. Just because this man says that they didn't set Vaughn up doesn't mean that it's the truth. You know how many guys are in jail right now claim they didn't do whatever they in there for? Not to mention, why would he admit to being involved in a homicide plot, which will only give him another charge, one that can potentially put him away for life? He's already being accused of snitching to come home now. So what makes you think he about to sit here and agree to conspiring to take someone's life? And the flip side of that, since when was it okay to believe anything an informant says? Right or right? Since when was it okay to put trust in a confidential informant? They too busy trying to look out for themselves. And this is why, even based on the source all this is coming from, I'm kind of iffy about it, because once again, it was never okay to believe anything someone who was willing to cooperate would say. I'm just saying. Let's not forget Mona Lisa, who is also a close affiliate of the family and was close to Vaughn as well, who came out and let it be known when everyone tried to dismiss Vonnie's father. She stated that he's not lying, and this is already information that the family is well aware of. Remember the post where she would state, quote, "Unc don't owe ish to nobody. He said what he said. Ninjas foul, and the people that don't know, there y'all go." The story Ben was presented to us. Then in fact, she was the same one that threw jabs at Kayla B, King Von's other sister, on Twitter when she would allude to some foul play going on, as she would state, quote, "You got other ish to worry about than me. Try to lie and say Little Harold or Savage got you a car when Durk paid you off for the snake ish you did. F out of here." So clearly it's more than just what Vonnie's father have said, because according to her, the family already knows what's really going on. And actually, as far as the money goes, Vonnie's father have showed us real text messages between him and King Von's banker, who also said that some foul play was going on with Von's bank accounts, but he didn't wish to state anything further. We included them in a previous video that y'all can go and find if y'all want to know more, because it's on the platform. So it's more than just rumors, and it's more than just Vonnie's father making these claims. And here's something I want to address, because I've seen this question all over social media when it comes to this Von's case. One person would state, quote, "The obvious. Why would they unalive King Von just to go and revenge his death, especially to the extent that they went? Makes no sense, LOL."
The only thing I can think of, the reason they'll do that is for a cover-up, but I doubt that, though.
And the answer is easy. You have to make it look good, right? You got to follow a script, right? But I call it tying up loose ends, actually, because if you remember, they wasn't originally coming to unalive Lil Pab. They wanted Quando. And the tying up loose ends part come in because Quando was a part of the plot allegedly, but Quando started seeming like he was the weakest link, and maybe he needed to be silenced to assure that he wouldn't say anything. Allegedly. I don't know them, but unaliving Lil Pab is just all a part of the script, because they need a script. They need to blame someone, because they're not just going to come out and say, yes, we all conspired to get Von out the way despite being his friends. It don't work like that. And another thing I do find funny, that a certain blogger was subpoenaed to testify at the OTF trial, allegedly, and then shortly after that they pop up with exclusive information from a person who was labeled a confidential informant in that same case. Almost like they need to put a narrative out there. I'm not sure, that's just my opinion or my thoughts, but I know something isn't right, and as they say, birds of a feather flock together. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Vonnie is telling the truth, or do you think something is a little bit fishy? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment.
What you guys think? I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to see more of me. Y'all think OTF set up Von or nah? Y'all think OTF Vonnie dad is just talking on his ass? Cause I ain't gonna lie, this is pretty wild, bro. If Vonnie was snitch, Vonnie was steal. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. If Vonnie was steal, he will snitch. So y'all think if he's stealing from Von, y'all think he not gonna set Von up? Come on, bro. Like, I don't know, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.